Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our Let's Play of Medal of Honor Frontline. I'm the Ninja Stalker, and... next mission.
As usual, Jimmy, I've got good news and bad news.
Shit!
Analysis of the documents you retrieved from the Luftwaffe Detachment 9 supports your conclusion that the Germans have designed a new type of combat aircraft, a jet fighter. Additional intelligence confirms that this new plane has already gone into production at the Gotha facility outside the city of Duisburg, 100 miles inside the German border. The documents hint at plans for a bomber, similar in design, using something they call flying wing technology. Interestingly enough, it appears that early intelligence places a man by the name of Rudolf Ulbricht von Sturmgeist at the helm of this fighter's production. We've discovered he was touring the Lorient shipyard facility at the time of your visit, not too long ago. Unfortunately, that's the good news. The bad news is Field Marshal Montgomery's Operation Market Garden has begun in Holland and is fast turning into a disaster. The 101st Airborne has managed to secure its target bridges at Eastvik and Vegel, but the 82nd has been fought to a stalemate near Nijmegen Bridge. Our forces are bogged down outside Arnhem. Germany seems determined to keep us from pushing past the River Vaal. Intelligence reports that Hitler has authorized massive reinforcements, placing the defeat of the Allied forces in the Market Garden campaign above the security of Germany itself. A counterstrike from General Field Marshal Model's forces in the area is imminent. Your assignment is to make your way to the city of Arnhem and meet with an operative who can smuggle you into Emmerich. There, find out what the hell the Germans are up to. All available Allied aircraft have been diverted to support other Market Garden initiatives, so you'll have to make your way to Arnhem on foot. With Monty's plan in a tenuous state, I suggest you get there as quickly as you can. That's all, Lieutenant.
Nijmegen Bridge, Holland, 20th September 1944, 0500 hours. Jimmy, we arranged to smuggle you from Arnhem to Emmerich, assisted by an OSS agent codenamed Jiggs. Unfortunately, the only route to Emmerich is across the river Wall, by the Nijmegen Bridge, smack dab in the middle of Operation Market Garden. Captain Tarver of the 82nd Airborne will escort you to the base of the bridge, but as the Allies are not yet ready for a full-scale assault, you'll be on your own for the rest of the way. Your silenced pistol should help you sneak up to the bridge. You should know that the Germans have fortified it with machine gun nests and vehicle obstacles, and as the enemy would rather demolish Nijmegen Bridge than surrender it to the Allies, the span has been wired with explosives. Special warning, this bridge is a prime location for Nazi sharpshooters. Obviously, acquiring a sniper rifle of your own would certainly level the playing field. Not to mention make a nice trinket for us to take back home to the labs for examination. Oh, okay, so we get to take one of their sniper rifles. Once you've crossed the bridge, you'll need a vehicle to get to Arnhem. British troops are in desperate need of support there, so a truck filled with any sort of rations or supplies, preferably medical, would be very welcome sight. Also, an anti-aircraft gun beyond the far side of the bridge has been costing us fighters lately. See if you can reduce it to scrap, Lieutenant. Okay. The Nijmegen Bridge.
Jimmy, we've got good reason to believe Nijmegen Bridge is rigged to blow. And seeing as you've got no choice but to cross her tonight, how about you go ahead and disarm a few of those detonators for your new power target,
Ja,
huh?
stimmt. Was war da los? Nur die hohen Tiere fahren hier nachts durch. Saukalte Welt. Das ist noch... Ah!
Yeah, there's a sniper rifle. Oh, he brought me here. Okay, I was like... The Gewer, or the Gewer, I don't know how you call this sniper rifle. Alright, we have a first aid kit back here. Oh, shit!
Ich habe ein Visier!
Are you still alive?
einstellen! Feuer einstellen! Feindbewegung! Wir haben ihn aus den Augen verloren. Runter! Feuerschutz jetzt! Hatte Waffe! Feuerschutz jetzt! Stirb, du Alliierten-Schwein!
That sucked.
Jimmy, we've got good reason to believe Nijmegen Bridge is rigged to blow. And seeing as you've got no choice but to cross her
Das
tonight,
Auto, das wir eben
how
kontrolliert
about you
haben,
go ahead
da war
and
irgendwas
disarm a few
faul.
of
Ja,
those
stimmt.
detonations for your new prototype, huh?
Aufgepasst! Schmidt! Raus da!
Das ist meiner! Das ist meiner! Feuerschutz jetzt!
almost fell off.
Hey, hat jemand mal eine Kippe?
Anti-aircraft gun.
Deckung suchen! Deckung suchen!
Let's go find a health kit. I wasn't sure if we left a first aid kit or a surgeon kit back here somewhere, but I think it's worth going back to check. There we go. There we go. There's two of them. I thought they were further back somewhere, but okay. I think the design for this gun here was not meant to be a sniper rifle, but more of a marksman or sharpshooter rifle. Oh, I thought that was a person. I was like, somebody's about to die.
Ich will seinen Kopf! Ich...
I didn't even check. Oh, I didn't even check. Oh, shit. Oh, gold star. Okay, cool. Yard by yard, Arnhem, Holland, 21st September 1944, 1200 hours. We just heard that the Brigade Führer Harmel ordered a mega bridge to be blown. Thanks to your efforts, Jimmy, the span remained intact. The Allied forces crossed into Nijmegen last night. Now we must deliver those medical supplies you liberated to the British troops holding out at Arnhem. The Brits are able to spare a man to drive the truck, but you must scout ahead and destroy any roadblocks. Although combat in the residential district is light, Arnhem is crawling with Germans and Dutch citizens. The enemy is supposed to be calmly evacuating civilians, but we have reports of looting and assaults. Be on the lookout for any civilians in need of your help. Finally, the Germans have a command post nearby for relaying orders to troops deeper in Arnhem. Locate it and destroy it. In addition, find your way into Arnhem and contact Sergeant Kelso of the 1st British Airborne Division. He and his squad will guide you through what's left of the city and hand you off to Jiggs along the way. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, okay. Silence. Pistol.
Bei der Beförderung wirst du niemals berücksichtigt.
Das haben Sie noch nicht entschieden.
Ha, da bin ich mir noch nicht so sicher.
Don't ask why I decided to do that. I just wanted to do it.
Er ist außer Reichweite! Eingraben!
Runter! Rauskommen! Den Ami! Guck mal! Runter!
That was terrible.
Verschwinde, solange du noch kannst! Pass auf, was du sagst! Alarm geht! Wohl Ärger! Verschwinde, solange du noch kannst! Vergiss dich!
Dat is goed, maak je niet druk. Ja, dit is meer dan genoeg. Moeder, wie is dat? Wat met eten, kom hier. Wat wilt u?
Mach ihn fertig! Weg hier!
Houd toch met eten en kom hier.
Where'd the other one go?
Stil!
In Sicherheit bringen!
In Deckung! Wir haben ihn! In Deckung! Was machst du jetzt?
Christina!
Willst du Ärger?
Wieso?
Oh, hallo.
Aufpassen!
Those legs should be gone. Should just be little bloody nose, just kicking real fast like that. Oh shit! honestly don't know how these guys are surviving buckshot.
Erst einen entgehen!
Especially at that distance, like nah, they should be dead. Like, it wouldn't even matter either if it was like reduced recoil rounds. It still should do some damage to the target. Like, severe damage. What am I shooting at? A bird shot or something? Stay down. Oh shit!
Hier ist jemand.
Quatsch, raus da! So, jetzt bin ich dran.
Damn. That sucks. sucks that old guy died. He was helping us out, man. He did work on those two guys. See, like right there, he should have lost that leg. This motherfucker right here, Fiddler on the Roof. Is still alive. Somebody killed himself. Okay. Alrighty. Hell yeah, Gold Star. Most secret. 21st or 14:30 hours. Bloody fine work with those supplies, Lieutenant. The fighting here has been brutal, and as much as I hate to say it, the Germans are wearing us down. Our forces have been splintered and are fighting isolated battles throughout Arnhem. Your contact Jigs is on the top floor of a customs house on the other side of the city, so we're going to have to fight our way through at least 4 known combat zones. First has some of our troops pinned down in a basement. There should be a way into the building across the street to provide you high ground from which to snipe. The second pocket is in an intersection where the Germans have 1 of 2 Panzer tanks hunting us. We must destroy both tanks in order to reach the customs house. The third pocket is between 2 buildings where Nazi officers on the upper floors have the decided advantage. Again, there should be a way to climb to their level and even the odds. Finally, we'll have to neutralize a Panzerschreck squad. I suggest finding the highest ground when dealing with them. Once through the pockets, it's just a short walk to the house where Jigs is at. We'll need to remain in constant communication and be ever alert for snipers. And that second Panzer tank, watch your back, Lieutenant. This one's bound to be chaos. BAR. Look at this. Now, I think the BAR was equipped with 30-06 rounds. Or was it 308? I want to say 30-06.
Well, Lieutenant Patterson, glad to have you along. I'm Master Sergeant Kelso. We need to evacuate this area immediately. Along the way, I need to liberate as many of my men as possible.
Go! Now! Go! Now!
Patterson, take the high road.
Jetzt bin ich dran!
I need this!
Cover us!
Keep you up! Cover! Keep you up! I'm pushing back!
That's annoying.
Well, Lieutenant Patterson, glad to have you along. I'm Master Sergeant Kelso.
Go! Now!
Cover us!
Keep your eyes
Cover us.
peeled!
Again.
Well, Lieutenant Patterson...
Go! Now! We've got you covered!
Now, a thing to note with this BAR, again, I think it's 30-06 that it shoots, but this was also another weapon, I believe, that was created during World War I for trench warfare. It was the option that they wanted for a handheld rifle that could be shot on the move, like hip fire, as well as can be done with shoulder fire, but primarily this was supposed to be like a trench sweeper kind of ideal. There was an option, I believe, to have the fire rate increased from when you were shooting to clear out the trenches, and then you can also reduce the fire rate to shoot for more controlled fire. It had a 20-round mag. It was a big, bulky weapon and very heavy, but another great weapon that can be purchased today, but you're only going to get like the semi-auto version of it, which again, with me, that's totally fine. I'm down with stuff like that. Yeah, you can purchase this gun today, but I think it depends what website where you purchase it. It could be as cheap as like 1,000, almost as much as my my M1014, which I believe that was close to $2,000, but I got it for a little bit cheaper than that because I traded in another weapon for that weapon to drop the price down to like $500 or $1,000. I made the shotgun significantly cheaper and more like, oh yeah, now that's a deal, that's attainable. But the BAR here, you can get that, but again, you can get it as cheap as an M1014 or a Benelli M4. You can get as cheap as that, or you can get this gun for like, I think it costs like $2,800, if not more. If not more. So it is a gun that I would like to have. Again, I have all the guns I could possibly want, but this BAR would be pretty nice. All right. So this BAR would be pretty nice for me to have. But then it comes down to one of those questions like, do you need it? Why do you need it? What justification? I'm one of those individuals where I will ask myself those questions. It's not because I have the money and I can go get it. There's more to it than that. It's the same deal with my vehicles. Like, why do I want it? Why do I need it? This gun, why would I want it? Because it's a BAR. Okay, cool. Check mark. Do you need it, though? That's kind of tough. All my other weapons that I have, do I need them? I realistically only need just one of my guns, which is for self-defense, because I've mentioned it before, I'll mention it again, this is America. Just about everybody's going to have a gun, so you might as well get ready to defend yourself. I mean, imagine a zombie apocalypse. Imagine an alien invasion, you know what I'm saying? Imagine some motherfucker decides to be some weak fuck from the club, and he's just intimidated and titillated by you, that he's like, I'm going to go get this guy. You're strapped and you defend yourself because he pulled the first move to try and shoot you and miss or does something stupid. Guess what? You defend yourself. But out of all my guns I have, only one of them I realistically need and wanted that suffice the idea for self-defense, which would be my Springfield Armory 1911 45 ACP or 45 Auto or 45 caliber, whatever you want to go by. It's my 1911 45 by Springfield Armory. That's the need and want right there. Self-defense, need one, want one. All my other weapons, I can justify by saying I want for X, Y, and Z. So like the shotgun, the best home defense weapon would be a shotgun, even though I'm using slugs, but I'm a very good accurate shot with my slugs, and I'm gonna make sure that guy has a hole in his chest the size of, well, you know. Anyways, and then the other weapons like the Thompson, do I need that? Not really. Do I want that? Yes, because it's memorabilia, and I'm actually a pretty good shot with it because it uses 45, and using 45 rounds are not that expensive, so there's a justification there. But do I need it? Not really, but I have it, and I'm not going to get rid of it. What about my other weapons? How about like my Steyr Arms AUG A3? Do I need that? No, but I wanted it, and the justification is that it's in 223 or 556, the same round caliber that we use in the Army. So it might not be the same gun as an M4, right? An M4A1 or a Colt M4 or whatever, but it still uses the same gun. So it still uses the same bullet. So the recoil is about there. So like 55 grain for these 223 556. So there's that. The other pistols, the Desert Eagle, do I need that? No. Do I want it? Yeah. Why? Well, because it's a Desert Eagle, and I have it chambered in 357 as well as 50 Action Express. There's a dual purpose to it. I could change it up if I wanted to, but 357 was the real big push for it, and those rounds are a lot cheaper than 50 Action Express. 357 Magnum. What about the my Single Action Army Cattleman, right? The Single Action Army revolver that I have. Do I need it? No. Do I want it? Yeah. Why? Well, I mean, old-fashioned Western and revolvers are very reliable. Those things are almost indestructible, and it shoots 45 long Colt. Now, that's expensive. It can get to about $1 a round. I think the cheapest I've found for rounds for that revolver, the Single Action Army, is about 70 cents-ish, 74 cents to a round. So it can get kind of pricey, but I'm a pretty good shot with it. And in a pinch, if that's all I got nearby that I can grab and just load it up, okay, I'll do that, and I'm good with it. What else do I have? I mean, you get what I'm getting at with these weapons, right? Now the BAR, do I need it? No. Do I want it? Yeah. Why? Well, because it's a BAR. It's a big ass rifle. I mean, that's not the real definition of BAR, but BAR, big ass rifle. Shoots 30-06 though, I believe, or 308. I'm pretty sure it's 30-06. Either case, if it's 30-06, 308, or 30-30. It's expensive. Those rounds are expensive. I can tell you 308s or 7.62 by 5.1, which is the other conversion to the 308. Those are expensive rounds. Like, those are not rounds that you could just go to the range and be like, I'm going to shoot. Especially if it's a semi-auto, such as a BAR. You're going to be shooting that for... I mean, you're not going to shoot that like a quote-unquote rifle that's semi-automatic. This gun, meant to be automatic... You're going to shoot a little bit faster, and then if you're shooting anything more bigger than like a 5.56 or 2.23, you're going to feel that sting in your pocket. By pocket, I mean like your money, your wallet. But 30-06, I mean, I don't know how much those rounds are. I could look online real quick, but I'm pretty sure those are like north of $1. The cheapest you might find them is maybe 90-something cents, but I'm pretty sure when I looked online last for 30-06, those rounds were like $1.14 or some shit like that. And the boxes probably come in like a box of 5, 10, or 20. So the cost per price around and a box is just ugh. So having a BAR, it's like, yeah, I'd like one, but now it's coming down to just, I'd like one just to have one. But for the rifle that costs almost $2,800, if I can recall correctly, looking online, the cheapest you could find these, you might find some for like 1,000 something. But I think the cheapest commonly found would be 2,000 something dollars. And that is the cheapest. Commonly, I've seen these around $3,000 to $5,000, and the most expensive I've seen these for like brand new, buy it from the store, or not the store, but buy it from online location is like up to $8,000. I don't necessarily feel the need to pay close to $10,000 fucking dollars for memorabilia that I would like to use more than once. When I get my weapons, I make the decision that I'm going to go to the range and I'm going to use this weapon more than once. Out of all my weapons that I currently own, the one that I use the least most is the Desert Eagle. It's not because I dislike it. I love my Desert Eagle. It's just cleaning the Desert Eagle is a bitch and a half because of the system that it has, the internal system that it has for the gas and all that other stuff. It's a bitch and a half to clean, man. Love shooting it. I'm real good at shooting it. It's just cleaning it fucking is atrocious. And if you don't clean it, well, prepare for jams to happen with the Desert Eagle. Now, the Desert Eagle is made in a way that it's going to try and not jam, but it's going to jam. I mean, there's a reason why a lot of people online have nicknamed the Desert Eagles Jam-O-Matics. The Desert Eagle is the one I use the least. Before the Desert Eagle, the one I used the least was the M1A1 because that was a decently sized rifle that weighed quite a bit, and it was kind of like an old-fashioned memorabilia. It was kind of like an M1 Garand crossed with an M14, but it used 308s or 7.62 by 5.1, so it's kind of like, ugh. Every time you shoot, you're like, man, I'm not really getting much use out of a rifle that's meant for long distance at a short range. Same deal with this BAR. Now, the BAR, again, I believe there was an option for when it was introduced into service that it can be shot faster than normal. And I believe it was one of those switches that it has on the side that you go from, you have safe to fire, and then there was another switch, I think in front of that. I'm not sure. That you can go from really fast to like just normal fast and semi-auto, and then I think that was it. Actually, I think it was on the same safety system. I think the same safety system had those options. So you went from safe to normal fire to really fast fire, and that was it. I think that was it. I think it was those three options, which I think similarly for the Thompson, there was that option as well, except the option was split into two. You had fire, you had safe and fire, and then you had like fast and not and like semi-auto. I don't remember, but for sure, this was another weapon that was intended for World War I that I think they used in World War I. I think they had this gun actually used in World War I, where the Thompson was not used in World War I. But these were designed weapons for World War I for the trench warfare. And then they introduced it into World War II and said, hey, here you go. Here's the updated, latest and greatest, and utilize it for what you can. Those bipod mounts, I don't believe those were on for World War I, but they did introduce those for World War II. I'm trying to remember what other changes they did for this gun. I believe they mentioned that there was an unusual system for the barrel and the that gas piston barrel is what I want to call it, that under barrel right there. It was a unique system that it was damn near difficult to take that off. And the reason why that matters is because, well, this automatic weapon that you're going to be shooting a lot, well, you're going to have to change barrels at some point. And I believe there might have been an issue with the barrel in that regard, that there were later iterations that made it for easy access to take that off. But some of the first rifles, some of the first BARs was like, oh shit, this is going to be a bitch and a half to take apart. Really nice gun, and it sounds amazing, especially when you shoot it on the slow mode. It was quite an impressive and intimidating gun, but uses that 30-06, I believe, and those 30-06 rounds are, I don't want to say hard to find, but they are kind of hard to come by, and quite costly. Excuse me. Because I can tell you right now, I cannot just go willy-nilly to like Academy Sports or some gun store and then find a shit ton of 30-06 for a good price. You're just not. It was the same deal for me trying to find 45 long Colt. Those are rare. I could only find those at some stores, and then they'll get cleaned out because a lot of people want to shoot cowboy loads. And 308s, I stayed away from 308s because when I looked at the 308s compared to the 7.62x5.1, the 308s were intended for hunting, which I'm not gonna hunt. I don't ever hunt. I just go and shoot and self-defense. But the 7.62x5.1, in comparison to 308s, the 7.62x5.1s were cheaper, and those were more intended for I don't want to say military use, but they were intended for like target practice and self-defense. And I was like, well, that's a done easy deal. A gun that was chambered for 308 can shoot 7.62x5.1, then I'm gonna shoot the 7.62x5.1 because it's a cheaper round. 30-06. Those, whenever I see those, I see those. A lot of people use them for hunting, and I'm like, you know, for a BAR, if I was to go buy a BAR, I don't want it chambered in 30-06. I would like if they had an option to buy a different type of BAR. It's still the same BAR, still looks the same, everything operates the same, except this BAR is now chambered in a smaller round, maybe in 223, 5.56, and then I'm like, oh hell yeah, I'll go and buy a BAR to go load up on 7.6, to go load up on 5.56 or 223 or 5.56. I'll go and do that, like all damn day. I will do that. I kind of wish they do that. I kind of wish there was a conversion out there for that, because then, you know how many people would buy BAR because it can shoot 223 or 5.56? A fucking lot of people, because you can get 223 or 5.56 rounds for like hella cheaper compared to 30-06. I think last I checked, the cheapest I could find 223 or 5.56. The cheapest I could find those online was about, depending on what package you pick, you can get those for like 55 fucking cents a round. Again, that's dependent on the package. So some packages are like, hey, you could buy a box of 100, but then the price per round would be like maybe like 75 cents a round. But then they'll have a package deal that's like, hey, we got this one for 500 rounds of 223 or 5.56 for 55 cents a round. And it's like, well, that's an easy deal. I'm gonna go with the box of 500 versus the box of fucking 100. It's all about those package deals that you can find. Now, granted, maybe you don't have the money for that, because like 500 rounds or 1,000 rounds of whatever at 55 cents a round, it can get pricey. I don't know what that is off the top of my head, but it could be like $300 to $600. I don't know. Again, I'm not great with math, but I'm sure you understand what I'm getting at with that. Is like, okay, maybe you might not be able to get that, but there are package deals that you could find. If 500 rounds isn't your thing, but you don't want 100 rounds, maybe you could find you some 200 or 250 round packages. They have them. They're out there. Oh fuck, I can't go through there. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, this way? Where are you just shooting? Are you guys still shooting? I don't know why those guys spawned there. That was kind of weird. Now, please don't spawn again. Damn it, they're spawning again. Oh, yeah, I come back to find some ammo because... Okay.
cover us!
Move on him now! Hinter Waffe fallen lassen! Warte, bis er
Wartet, bis wir den Visier haben!
Er ist aufgedeckt!
Wartet, bis er rausrennt!
Er ist umgedeckt! Da ist er ja!
Wartet, bis er rausrennt! Wartet, bis er rausrennt! Wartet, bis er rausrennt! Wartet, bis er rausrennt!
Move on him now! Oh!
Oh, those are grenades. I thought that was a health kit. I was like, is it gonna let me pick it up? Or what? You're still alive?
Waffe fallen lassen! Waffe fallen lassen!
Look at the size of those pellet shots on the wall. And you're gonna tell me that these guys take more than one frickin' shot at times? Need more shotgun rounds. Man, speaking of, for my shotgun, I purchased like 200 rounds of slugs plus 50 before that one, and they're wolf ammunition, right? Frickin'! I also then purchased from Black Aces Tactical 2 different sets of 200 rounds of slugs. So that's like 400 rounds plus the 200 rounds plus the 50 rounds of slugs. For a decent price. I think it was about... This son of a bitch is still alive. Look, this is pissing me off. Like, bro, you got shot at by like, I don't know how many rounds of 30-06 from this BAR. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. But anyways, yeah, like I purchased, it was like Black Aces Tactical slugs, right? And then Wolf Ammunition slugs. By the way, they're both rifled. The Wolf Ammunition one is high-powered slugs, which I mean doesn't make really much of a difference. When I looked at the velocity, I think it said like feet per second was like 14 something or 16 something, whereas the other ones were like 14 something. I believe they're both 14 something. But I was like, the prices for these was pretty good. It was like for 200 rounds of slugs, which slugs, by the way, cost a little bit more than buck. About, I'd say maybe an additional 10, maybe 15 cents a round or something like that. But for like 200, it was almost $200. I think it ended up being plus tax, and plus tax would be like about 170 to 180 something dollars. That's also including shipping, depending on what website you go to. Now, if it's opticsplanet.net, generally speaking, the deals that they have is like free shipping if it's over $50. So I was like, well, fuck yeah. And as a matter of fact, from opticsplanet.net, when I purchased the Black Aces Tactical, the first set of 200 I bought, I think, with tax and shipping was like $130 something, and I was like, fuck yeah, for 200 rounds. And then the next one for some reason was like $141, and I was like, I don't know what that was about, but whatever. Unfortunately, the thing is, for Black Ace's tactical slugs, they're on back order because I guess a lot of people are purchasing these rounds, and I was like, son of a bitch. That was like $130 something plus $140 something for a total of 400 rounds of these Black Ace's tactical slugs that I'm waiting on. Every day that goes by, it gets pushed back, and I'm like, son of a bitch. I mean, I was also thinking about getting another set of Black Ace's tactical shotgun rounds, but this time I was looking at buckshot. Now the buckshot, what do you call it? Package deal that they have is not for 200, it's for 250. And I was like, ooh. The only problem is, the reason why I'm not pulling the trigger on that one, even though it's cheaper, because they are buckshot, it's, I think, 9 pellets a round. The only reason I'm not pulling the trigger on it is that it's buckshot. The range that I go to, the indoor range I go to, they don't want you shooting buck. And I was like, shit. So the only chance I got is if I buy those, is I find some remote, secluded area that I can shoot that, but where am I going to find that around here? There's really no place. Somebody's always going to be listening, and they're like, oh, somebody's shooting off shotgun shells, somebody's dying out there, somebody's murdering someone. Somebody's always snooping around and shit. It's like, bruh, get out of here with that nosy ass shit. Yes, give me that. Yes. Delicious. Now, the wolf ammunition, I have not shot that yet. And that's supposedly, again, the high-powered rifled slug. I'm going to see how that is. I'm going to see how that one goes. Again, I bought like 200 plus the 50. So, it's 250 rounds of this wolf ammunition high-powered slug. That's rifled. I'm going to see how that goes. Hopefully it's good, because the price for those were pretty good. It's almost comparable to the Black Ace's Tactical. I believe these ones were cheaper than the Black Ace's Tactical. But again, you're paying for like name brand and all that other stuff, which again, I wasn't even looking for the most expensive slugs or the most expensive rounds. I was looking for quality, and I did find it, even though I haven't shot it yet. Just the reviews I was reading, I was like, okay, let's see how this goes. Oh shit. Dude, I was about to waste this guy. I saw him just roll down. I was like, no. Oh, it looks like one of my guys. Okay. Dude was about to die. But yeah, I mean, when I looked at like shotgun rounds, I was like, slugs. Where am I going to find some good slugs? And I saw so many slugs, but they were like for hunting, or they had some kind of special shit to them, and they were expensive as fuck. I was like, what the hell is this? I just want some slugs that are for home defense and target practice. And I found them. Now, the crazy shit for shotgun, there was a set of rounds that I found that was almost like they call them ATS, anti-terrorism slugs. And when I looked at these things, I was like, oh shit. You gonna have a bad day if you're a terrorist. You get shot by one of those. You decide to be a Terry, and then you get shot by these anti-terror slugs. Like, shit. You got what you deserve. Oh, shit! Oh, my God. Okay, hold up. I got something for you. There you go. There you go. One for your mama. Oh, shit. Someone do something to this guy. Did he shoot me? Some anti-terror slugs for you. They're clearly buck. I can tell that sometimes. Ow. You're still alive. The hell you are. Oh, we got a Panzerschreck. Let me get that Panzerschreck. Let me load this BAR. Let me get those Panzerschrecks.
Heads up!
Oh no. Who the fuck? Oh my god, I'm gonna die. That was fucked up. Is it gonna restart me? Oh my god, it restarted me. Alright, that's whatever. At least we know what's coming up, and we could try and save...
Well, Lieutenant Patterson, glad to have you along. I'm Master Sergeant Kelso.
Yeah, that's cool.
We need to
Go!
take the high road and get through.
Where's my shotgun? It's about the bulky black motherfucker. Dead? Okay, I got something for you. And catch this bitch. Oh shit. Catch this bitch. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Sorry. He was probably like, why? Alright, didn't mean to pick that up. Damn, that dude was gonna sacrifice himself. Here, catch this. Alright, y'all come out. Oh, there's only just one.
Alright, taking fire!
It looks like when these guys die, I get ammo. That's kind of shitty. Get back here. You're hiding up here for whatever unholy reason. Shit! Alright. See you. I see you. That hurt. Go.
Cover us.
Cover us. Alright. There we go. Let's go to this. Get over here.
Lass die nicht entkommen! I've got your back!
Cover us! Cover once again!
think I shot his dick off. I shot his dick off.
Warte, bis rausrennt!
Enemy on your right! Move on now! Cover!
Warte, bis ich ein Visier hab!
Yes! Take the fire left!
You couldn't have helped?
Devised as a joint airborne and ground campaign, Operation Market Garden was the largest airborne operation ever mounted. The planned market was to take and hold a series of roads and bridges across northern Holland, creating a clear path for Garden, an armored push to the border directly east of Berlin. Unfortunately, the German forces engaged there were not the exhausted troops the Allies faced in France. Crack panzer divisions lay in wait, trained to repel the assault. The Allied invasion was halted outside Nijmegen, effectively cutting off more than 10,000 paratroopers dropped in Arnhem. Surrounded, the Allies battled on for 7 days, refusing to yield the north side of Arnhem Bridge to a superior force. Finally, when it was decided Market Garden could not succeed, the Allies fell back. 8,000 would be left behind. The Dutch would not see liberation for another 7 months.
Gold. All right. Prefer weapon grenade. That's fun. All right, we'll stop the video and then I'll see you guys for the next mission.